Alright, this will be my final little video on Startup Company unless I get a lot of comments saying they want me to either play a new game from scratch or continue on with what I'm doing. I've learned a lot since those first initial 4 videos, and I'll explain what I've learned. So, I have 201 days, so not even a full year of the company. This day 34 was what I was doing initially. I started a new file, and now I'm here. Prepare to be amazed. Not really. Okay, it's paused. This is the biggest office building you can get. I jumped directly from the smallest to the largest. I worked until I had like 400,000 by micromanaging. No managers. This office can support 50 employees. I have 39 right now. It's a little bit crowded if you want to set up like a boardroom like I did. And don't I'm gonna address the elephant in the room. These 2 chairs right here are a graphical glitch with the actual item of the large conference table. He'll fix that when he gets to it. Don't forget, we're still in beta. I really could only squish in a few more desks if I got rid of the conference room, but I kind of want it. So this is kind of like one of everything. There's a little bit of space left over, but okay, enough of the aesthetics. Let's get into what I've learned. There are a lot of things that you need to accomplish before you start doing your own applications. And even with 90 plus hype, 90% hype, these applications, while they get fast users, to get up to 1 million users is kind of where you need to be. Like the lowest benchmark to even be on the market is like 18 million people. See, my 4 applications are here. The lowest person with 5% of the market share is 18 million people, and it takes a long time to get here. So it takes a while to earn money with these apps too. What you initially need to do, or what you should do, is get a researcher to research a framework. Qt frameworks are cheaper than Nitrosoft frameworks. They tend to support a little bit less, but they tend to be cheaper. I went with the Nitrosoft platforms, and after I started doing like all of these, I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna do with the big ones because I have the money to support it anyway. Get at least Qt Framework 1 going. This one doesn't have as many features, but it's just cheaper and takes less research. Once you have the frameworks in place, I suggest getting the frameworks and just working on researching frameworks before you start researching features. These 3 features are the most common, so you could do those. I just researched comment functionality. Before that, I only had login systems and landing page, and that's really all you need for a long time. Then get your frameworks up. Once you get the frameworks you want, then go back to features. That's just what I recommend, because your frameworks allow you to support more upgrades for each of these features, as you can see. New versions, new frameworks. I'm only using the platform 2008. I have up to 2016 done, which is 2 more upgrades, but there's no reason for me to get higher than that at the moment, because I'm not maxed out yet with the upgrades. So upgrades generate hype, and then more people will want to use them. If your hype goes to 0, your application starts losing users, which is silly. But you can keep hype up this way, or marketing. As you can see, I have way too many marketing stocks. I don't need to keep hype up this way. I don't recommend a marketing team until you have all of your upgrades, because do the maximum framework, get the maximum upgrades, and then you still won't be done, because then you're researching features, and then you add more features, and then you can poke around and get more upgrades. Your marketing team is only there to generate hype for your people, and I don't need them, because look at the backlog of stuff that I have here, and I've never used it, because once hype drops, all I need to do is upgrades or new version. Hosting does not generate hype, but as your users get bigger, you need this for that. Instances. It costs money for hosting, and hosting is generated through DevOps. They generate the items you need for hosting. So I have 3 of them here. Is that DevOps? Yeah, DevOps. I have 3 of them. They're making backlogs of things. I do use these every once in a while. The things I'm using the most are virtual hardware. So it's useful to have those guys on hand as your apps get bigger. But again, the marketing team, I probably should fire, because I don't need them until everything is completed. So don't do marketing. You know, it just generates hype. But you always get hype by upgrade anyway, and you can't go over 100% hype. At least not that I'm aware of. So that's my strategy. Don't worry about marketing at the moment. I'm wasting money at the moment. I do recommend having all of this, 12 developers, and I do recommend having up to 6 of these. These you use the most of, graphics components, because they're used in these guys for interface modules and then front-end modules. As you can see, you need this for your applications, but you don't need any of this stuff up here. Any of this intermediate stuff you don't need, because your sales executive, a beginner sales executive, is all you need at the moment. He's finding me contracts anywhere from 30,000 to 100,000, and I don't need an intermediate guy to find contracts that require those. You might say, well, it gets you more money. Maybe you'll find $1 million contract. Maybe, but it's not necessary at the moment. So far in the game, it's not necessary. So currently, a beginner sales, and I only need 1. He does 3 a day, and that's way more than enough money to sustain even my entire workforce. And then I can just work about my applications. So that's what I've learned. And these desks, I'll upgrade them slowly. You can't just click on a desk and upgrade it. The developer of the game said he would work on that. But currently, right now, I have to build a desk, reassign them, and then delete the old desk. It's annoying, and I just didn't feel like doing that right now. So this is the conclusion of what I've learned, and I'm very successful. Not even a year in the company, no debt, tier 18, but after tier 11, I think there's no more upgrades currently implemented, and you can't fit them in anyway. I try to do one of everything, and I haven't even done one of everything. I haven't put in the small red benches, you know, the cushy benches, or the blue couch, or just a regular closet, because there's no need to. There's just no need to. I could put another one of these, but I can't really fit it in comfortably in my workforce. There's a couple more spaces here for things, and around here, but you know, overall they have a decent break room. But for 39 employees, having only 13 places to sit means 3 people per seat, you know. So hopefully we stagger lunch. Lunch at 11, 12, and 1, right? That's the way I would look at it. There you go. I have nothing else to say. I'm successful, and you don't need advertisers until your applications are maximum, and they won't get maximum for a long time. So currently, unless it would pull, unless in a future upbuild, marketing would improve your market share. See, look, just hype. That's all it is. It's just for hype. And I don't need it because I'm still upgrading. So waste of money. Just do upgraders, modules, whatever, right? Or more developers, hell. Instead of having 12 developers, 15 developers, right? Now, as far as managers, get an expert manager and give him 6 employees of 8. That's what I'm doing. Because with 6 employees, a 260+%, try to get a 300% if you can. The bonus per employee will go down to about here, but it's fine. I don't want to do 8 because the bonus per employee drops. So 1 manager per 6. An intermediate manager only controls 5, so I would prefer an expert manager for 6 of 8, so he can space his time out. He's not totally maxed, but your HR managers are useful just to automate it for your benefit. You don't actually need them, but it makes sending everybody on vacation a hell of a lot easier. So get the HR managers as soon as you have managers, and they just make scheduling easier. HR managers also allow you to adjust schedules. Now, everyone in my works area is 7 to 3. I wanted to do 1 more hour in the day, but 1 more hour in the day drops them to, wait, you are the HR manager. You need an HR manager controlling an HR manager to change the HR manager's schedules. Alright, whatever. But what I've noticed is this is 4% degradation each day, which means I can work for 12 days to get a 60% drop. I think that's it. 12 times 4 is 48%. No, I can work for 15 days to get a 60% drop to have down to 40%. So every 15 days they take 3 days off. I wanted them to work every 10 days to take 3 days off, but the production percentage just isn't there because 1 more hour drops him to 6.3%. So 10 days he would be at 36%, and he won't quit at 36%, I don't think, but it's a risk I don't want to take. So I was going to do that, pump them 1 more work hour up, but this way I only have to send them on vacation every 15 days. So that's 5 extra days of employment. That's 40 extra hours as opposed to getting 1 extra hour a day at 10. So 8-hour work days are still fine. And the exhaustion works out fine. Every 15 days vacation. Which is interesting because they only go on vacation. They don't take weekends. They basically work for 2 days straight and get a 3-day weekend. So they're actually getting 1 less day off than a normal work person would. That's my advice. Everyone on the same hours, if you can help it, because then your workday starts and ends at the same time. And 8 hours is fine. 15 days, and I'm all on vacation. Then you have a 3-day stint that no one works. I can handle that. That's my advice on scheduling. That's my advice on HR managing. Get them after you have managers. Get expert managers. 6 of 8 employees. 1 sales guide beginner for now is really all you need. I don't need the expert stuff. Unless we get an even bigger office building or multi-floor, that the rent becomes astronomical and you would need more of these guys. Okay, so that's it. I have nothing else to say, I suppose. 2 researchers are pretty much useful. I had 1 for a while, but always automate him because it's really difficult to micromanage him. That's it. Hope you guys have enjoyed my first look and my now retrospective. 2 days ago, the developer posted an update saying he's getting the major performance bugs out of the way before he works on other bugs. Probably graphical bugs like this chair. So there you go. I look forward to more updates with this game, but currently I don't think there's any more reason for me to play unless you guys just want to see it from the beginning, how I manage. Because the micro at the beginning is how you do it. Forget managers. Micro all the way until you just have a couple 100,000 under your belt. So, I will see everyone next game, I suppose. See you then.